What if you were born in Hyderabad and your entire fate depended solely on your caste? A single global eco-boycott can bankrupt a powerful billionaire overnight, while a poor girl hauling blocks of dirt-cheap ice ends up saving his business. Secretly bribing local temples to reject handmade cotton wicks can completely destroy a family legacy forever. Renting a luxury apartment in the tech hub costs over 80,000 Indian rupees a month, while just a few miles away, entire families survive on less than 4,000 rupees making religious items by hand. Welcome to Hyderabad. This is a series of videos where we live an entire life, from birth to death, in different cities of India, exploring how destiny wildly changes based on the social caste you are born into. How does extreme wealth isolate you from reality? Can a dying traditional caste survive in a modern tech metropolis? What actually happens to your budget when global trends cancel your primary source of income? How does deep-rooted social shame destroy modern romantic relationships? You will absolutely find out the answers to all of this in just a few minutes. Hyderabad is a massive, sprawling megacity. It spans around 650 square kilometers and pulses with a staggering population of over 10 million people, beautifully mixing ancient royal traditions with a rapidly booming digital economy. Manish is born into the powerful Velama caste, a highly influential business elite group. His father owns a massive factory producing hydraulic pumps for agricultural machinery, and his mother runs a highly lucrative company extracting and exporting raw mica for global cosmetic brands. Dipika belongs to a deeply impoverished branch of the Kahar caste, historically traditional water carriers. Her father destroys his back daily, delivering massive heavy ice blocks to street vendors on a painfully modified cargo bicycle. Her mother works relentlessly at home, rolling tiny cotton wicks for temple oil lamps. Manish grows up in absolute luxury in the Jubilee Hills neighborhood. His family lives in a vast, modern mansion featuring private gardens and a pool. His childhood is highly comfortable and heavily shielded by personal drivers and maids, completely isolating him from the chaotic streets. Dipika lives in a cramped, one-room, tin-roofed shack in the old city. It gets incredibly hot in the summer, and her parents hold a desperately low social status. Her childhood is mostly spent watching her father ice burn his shoulders and her mother straining her eyes in the dim light. She has no toys, just the leftover cotton threads to play with on the dirt floor. Kids in Hyderabad usually step into classrooms at age 3 for preschool. What makes this city unique is the sheer brutal divide between internationally funded tech schools and crumbling government buildings. Manish attends a premium private international academy. His afternoons are packed with elite tennis coaching and expensive foreign language tutors. He spends his free time at high-end virtual reality gaming lounges. Dipika attends a dilapidated government school. Education here is technically free, but the quality is terrible, with teachers often absent. She has 0 tutors. Her free time is mostly spent helping her mother painstakingly roll wicks or fetching fresh water from a crowded communal tap. Getting into a high-tier university in India requires cracking the joint entrance examination. This is a brutally competitive and psychologically crushing test that millions take, but only a tiny fraction pass. It is a grueling marathon of physics, chemistry, and math that ruins teenagers' mental health for years. Manish does not even need to stress about this exam at all. His family comfortably funds his wealthy lifestyle and sends him to a top private business college right here in the city, costing over 2 million Indian rupees per semester. Dipika manages to grab a highly restricted quota seat specifically reserved for lower castes at a local state university. She pays barely 12,000 rupees a year, but she eats only plain rice and lentils, tutoring school kids for pennies just to pay for her bus tickets. It is a daily miracle she manages to stay afloat. They both stay in Hyderabad because leaving is either unnecessary for the rich or completely unaffordable for the poor. During a forest extreme survival course, their paths unexpectedly cross. Manish is undergoing forced psychological therapy for severe elite teenage burnout. Dipika is only there because she was hired as cheap labor to carry brutal, heavy ice blocks for the base medical tent to keep the medications cool. What do you guys think about rich kids being sent to survival camps for psychological burnout? Let me know in the comments. Finding that first job is an aggressive war in a country with over 1 billion people. For Manish, it takes 0 days. He steps straight into his mother's mining empire, earning a massive starting salary of 300,000 rupees a month just for sitting in an air-conditioned office. Dipika spends 2 agonizing years searching before organizing a modest agricultural cooperative, pulling in a meager 15,000 Indian rupees a month. She still lives at home because renting a basic apartment would wipe out 10,000 rupees immediately, leaving nothing for food, transport, and emergencies. But then, a massive plot twist hits. Global trends shift violently. An international ecological boycott against the unethical mining of cosmetic mica completely bankrupts Manish's mother, wiping out his entire empire. Panic sets in. Humiliated and desperate, Manish turns to the only person from that forest camp who showed real grit. Dipika actually steps up and manages to aggressively sell off his family's dead stock agricultural hydraulic pumps to her farming cooperative, saving him from total financial ruin. Indian families traditionally rely on arranged marriages strictly within their exact caste, obsessing over wealth, fair skin, and family status. The country actually has significantly more men than women due to decades of a tragic cultural preference for having baby boys, making the marriage market highly competitive for men. Publicly showing romantic affection before marriage is still heavily frowned upon in society, but Manish and Dipika break all the absolute rules. Brought deeply together by the business rescue, they fall in love and secretly cohabitate for 5 years in a rented mid-range flat costing 30,000 rupees a month, entirely funded by Dipika's cooperative success. The average Indian wedding costs a staggering 1 million Indian rupees, but they skip it entirely. Families typically have 2 kids, and women get up to 26 weeks of maternity leave, though men get basically nothing. Did you know fathers get basically 0 legal time off here? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Despite their strong bond, the heavy pressure of his former elite status violently haunts Manish. Out of profound, stupid shame regarding her family's low-caste, dirty job, he uses his secretly stashed remaining funds to anonymously bribe local city temples. He forces them to completely reject the cotton wicks made by Dipika's parents. This incredibly cruel, hidden act completely destroys her family's only source of survival, a dark secret he hides while safely sleeping next to her every single night. Retirement generally begins at age 60. Usually, parents simply move into their sons' houses, expecting the younger generation to graciously fund their final decades. State pensions are an absolute joke for the working class. Dipika's parents receive a horrific 2,000 Indian rupees a month, barely enough for a few bags of rice, leaving them practically starving after Manish purposely destroyed their wick business. Manish's parents, despite losing their grand mica empire, still have some safely hidden offshore assets, granting them a very comfortable, quiet old age. Manish and Dipika grow old in a tense, incredibly strange dynamic. Dipika remains the primary breadwinner, completely unaware of the massive betrayal, while Manish sits comfortably at home playing the tragic role of a fallen king. Whose life would you seriously rather live? The boy who literally had everything but let social shame turn him into an absolute traitor, or the brave girl who hauled heavy ice, saved her partner from ruin, but ultimately lost her family out of pure deception? Could you ever forgive your partner if they financially destroyed your parents in secret? Write your answer below.